When you think of retirement, do you automatically think freedom? If you do, then buying a second home could be the worst decision for your retirement. What if I told you that there was a way to enjoy more adventure with less responsibilities and fewer expenses? Well, it does exist, and it's called slow travel. Slow travel is an alternative you may not have considered. There are benefits to it. Some are obvious, and some may surprise you. Let's talk about it. If you are nearing retirement or already enjoying it, you may have thought owning a second home sounds like the dream. You picture golf or pickleball in the morning, sunshine and pool time in the afternoons, and margaritas on the patio in the evenings. But here's what many don't picture: property taxes, homeowners insurance, surprise repairs, property management, HOA fees, and flights or long drives every time something goes wrong. If retirement equals freedom for you, then buying a second home could be the worst decision you make. Why? Because now, instead of having the freedom to explore the world, you've just saddled yourself with possibly another mortgage, or at the very least, another full-time job. Think about it. There's no place on earth that is perfect year-round. If you believe you have found that perfect place, or you believe that perfect place does exist, let me know where that is down in the comments. I'm curious. The reality is, though, once you buy a place, you're eliminating options. You're locked in. That place better be perfect every season of every year, or you're going to be itching for change while still paying for something that you barely use. Very few people ever think about what they could do with the capital used to buy a vacation property. Let's just say you're ready to drop $400,000 on a second home in a place that you feel is your ideal vacation destination. That same money, invested even conservatively, could generate $20,000 a year. That's 20 grand a year that you could spend on slow travel. Think luxury Airbnbs, first class flights, fine dining, and depending on just how extravagant you are, you could potentially even have some money left over. The alternative? Property taxes, around $6,000 a year. Homeowners insurance, around $2,500 a year. Maintenance cost, around $4,000 a year. Utilities, around $2,000 a year. And traveling back and forth, approximately $2,500 a year. Not to mention all the time and the headaches that come along with home ownership. And these numbers could very likely be conservative, depending on where your ideal vacation destination is. These expenses and maintenance costs, not only at your second home, but also back at your primary residence, don't always make the most sense. It's important to remember that you're responsible for all of it, even when you're not there. That's a lot of money and mental bandwidth to give up just for having the comfort of having your own pillow somewhere else. So, what is slow travel? It's exactly what it sounds like. Extended stays at different locations around the country or even around the world. Instead of quick trips or owning a second home, you spend several weeks or a few months in a place, living like a local, soaking up the culture and the food and the lifestyle without rushing. Slow travel is not living out of a suitcase. You are renting an apartment with kitchens, maybe using the local laundry, finding your favorite cafe. And when you're done, you move on. No strings attached. Being a renter, you have very little to worry about. Look, slow travel is not perfect. Planning alone can feel overwhelming. Flights can be exhausting. And let's be real, some folks just want the comfort of home. I totally get that. But if you crave variety, and locking yourself into one place sounds stifling to you, then slow travel may be the ticket to a richer retirement. There are also other powerful benefits to slow travel that you may not have considered. New places and new cultures can stimulate the brain. As we age, it's natural to worry about keeping our minds sharp. But navigating unfamiliar places, learning new customs, even small things like figuring out a new grocery store layout can keep the mind agile. And then there's the physicality of traveling, exploring neighborhoods, taking public transportation, even climbing stairs in older cities means you are getting some daily activity. This improves your mobility, your heart health, your balance. Have you thought about losing your routine or even your identity in retirement? Planning trips, learning new skills, and engaging with new communities gives you something to look forward to and a sense of purpose. You are no longer just retired. You are an explorer. Slow travel also has the ability to stretch your dollar further. If you choose to spend your winters in places like Mexico, Portugal, Thailand, you could live more comfortably on a smaller budget than you could in the US. And you wouldn't have to give up your primary home to do it. Isolation and sitting around being bored in retirement are also valid concerns. But with slow travel, you are staying in a place longer. You're not just a tourist passing through. You are a temporary neighbor, and you are participating in events, activities, and more. Slow travel, though, could lead you to find the place that you just want to be. If you've done your exploring and you're really considering about investing in a second home or moving altogether and you want to connect, click on the link below. I've built relationships with agents all across the country and abroad. Let's chat about what your exact situation is so I can match you with the right agent and you can start enjoying your home away from home sooner rather than later. Until you are ready though, slow travel gives you a sense of peace and simplicity. You're not maintaining two homes and accumulating more stuff. You learn to travel light, pack only what's necessary, and enjoy experiences over possessions. Travel, though, especially as we get older, is not always a comfortable experience. Especially when traveling abroad, you may be worried about the language barrier. But with tools like Google Translate, it's much easier, helping you with things like menus, signs, even asking someone a question. And you may be pleasantly surprised, finding that English might be widely spoken, especially in the touristy areas. Those who work in the service industry usually speak a little bit of English, sometimes fluently. But you can also help yourself by learning some of the common phrases, like hello, goodbye, thank you, where's the bathroom? The bonus is that if you do fall in love with a place, you can always go back. That's the flexibility that slow travel affords you. And if you do decide to buy a second home or relocate, slow travel has given you the test run of that location. So now your decision is an informed one and not a romantic notion. At this stage of life, you deserve freedom. You've earned it. And freedom means options. It means waking up in the Swiss Alps this month and waking up on a beach in Portugal the next. Or maybe it just means spending 3 peaceful months in Arizona before you head back home. Maybe you fear that you'll never truly belong somewhere if you don't put down roots. And owning a home for you means you've made a commitment to that place. But really, you don't need to own a home to belong somewhere. If you've ever considered slow travel, drop your comments and questions below. I'd love to hear about where you're thinking of going next, or what may be holding you back. And if you're still on the fence about buying a second home, check out this video here. It'll give you some more insight into second home ownership. Thanks for joining me. I'm Alysia Shivers. Until next time.